let you know.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Green 80.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Yo.
They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike, check. 59. We go.
Here's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
14, 40. Oh, here we go. Watch the pass. 59's Mike. Check. 12. No game on this defense, no game. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Deeper.
Check. 59. Watch the screen.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Switch.
Gun.
Watch the twist.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 16 yards, a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Ready? Ready, 88. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Rip left. 20. Watch the shot. Ready?
Newton on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Jumper. 8. Hey, alert 3. 61. Match box.
To throw again. Newton steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike's 50. I'm coming after you.
Here's Newton. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch the safety creep.
Great.
Check.
Gun. Ready?
Out of the gun, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Check, gun. Fresno.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there. First down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. We can set 180. You don't know no better. Rush in. Great. Hey, check 20 weapons. 24. Switch.
Here's McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
50. 180. Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback at all times. Check. Gun.
From the 27, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Set. 180. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 20. 58's the mic.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
I got one. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Spot that. Come on.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 5-4. Hey, guys, listen.
Let's go.
14.
Let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. These two teams all tied after one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah.
Go.
Me. Mike 5-4.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Coming to you. Hey, 0. Go. Pull up for signal.
Hustle. 5-9. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, hey. 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Watch the twins.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Well. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. You look like that? Something like that? That's it. Right there. 54, right there. 54. Reload. Watch the ball. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until a defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air. And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike is picking up right there. 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
1
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 3, check fast. Ball trot, 56.
Right here, right here.
Mike's 50.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you. Hey! Let's go. Come on. Check 43.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
There's Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mike spot 4.
On second down, here's Penny. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, 0. Mike 54. Rip right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check my 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous.
20. Hey. What is
A final shot before the break. Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Newton on first down. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the 50, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
59 mark, check, 59. Okay, double up. Check 59, Mike is 59.
Throwing is Wilson, going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 180. Check 56. Hey, let's get gun. Check 37. Check 37.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check. Watch 54.
Now Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 82 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And bring out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got it. Check, check. Gun. Lucky. Showing it.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check 13.
8. 20. Express.
To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
65. 20. Check 40.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Hey, let's get in them holes. Jim. 8. 8.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that it might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, alert. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Deep. Check. Good shot.
Again, it's Penny. Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Motion.
Mike spot 4. Let's go, D.
After the penalty, it's Penny. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by K1 Short. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Right. 280. Good job right there. I got you. Kill.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What? 280. Alert. Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Switch. Check. Hey, 0. Check. Good. In the rep. Let's go right here. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Good, guys. 4 down. We own them. Mike.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Seahawks 45, Panthers 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Out of the gun, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Great. Pick me up. Here we go. Off. 50's the mic.
Throwing again is Newton. Buying time to his left. And an alley-oop. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. This is Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
36. 25.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And the sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
3rd and 14.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
There. Come on, switch it.
They'll run with Penny. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. His throw caught and about the foul. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Come on. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.